Well, sometimes you think like Twitter and texting, writing with you, spelled you, and all of that, and oh my God, and everything. It's easy to think, oh, where are their skills going? And then you realize they're writing more than we ever did. They are texting, but they are writing and communicating more than we ever did. They're spending their whole day in written communication with other people. And boy, I remember I wrote letters really infrequently when I was their age. And I remember when I did write something, it was because I was emotionally upset or excited or happy. And I'd send off these letters, once in a blue moon, once every 6 months, and then realize that the receiver reading it would think that's what I'm like all the time, either over the moon with excitement or ready to shoot myself with disappointment. So, it doesn't scare me at all, the digital change that we're going through. And things like people talk about the death of the book. A book's going to last forever, but it's going to last more as a sentimental object that people love. And when people my age say, well, I just want a book because books were so important to me, young people now in grade school, they're getting a lot of their stuff off their iPhones, right? That they read. They may not be reading their books in class, but they're reading all sorts of things on their iPhones. And when we read Catcher in the Rye or On the Road, a mind-changing experience, it might happen to them while they're reading something on a Kindle or an iPad or an iPhone or something like that. And so I don't think books will have the sentimental pull that they do for us. And that's fine. They've got access to so much more literature than we ever did, and all the time. So that's good.
So accessibility trumps.
It does.
Trumps tradition.
It does. And the thing, you're reading a book, and you want to share your thoughts with other people. Well, really soon, or maybe now, you can be in a book club, reading books at the same time electronically, and commenting on those books as you're texting, as you're going through it, and people don't have, these old lady book clubs, they don't have to wait, to the third Wednesday of every month to share their feelings about what they're reading. It's better that way too.
Well, the negatives are, number one, you have to know how to use a computer. You have to have a computer. You have to have good internet access. You have to be skilled at that. Skilled enough to do it. If you have certain disabilities, you have to have accommodations, adaptations. I'd say the primary drawback here at Boise State, or probably anywhere, is people that can't afford the internet connection at home, but we do have computers on campus that are available almost 24/7, or like 6 a.m. to midnight in the sub, I believe, and a lot of hours in other rooms, so that it can be done on campus. But that would be a drawback.
I was wondering, it seems to me like the conversation maybe isn't as spontaneous as it would be in the classroom when you have face-to-face discussions, and you also don't have the added body communication, these sort of things that we do when we speak person to person. And you can use emoticons and things like that, but it's not nearly the same.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. You lose that, but you gain more nuanced, thoughtful response, give people a chance to think about it. And some people, in addition to emoticons, they'll use like laughs or LOL or some way to get some kind of feeling into it.